Everything is vanity. That's the words of Solomon. Vanities of vanities. And when you think of that word, in Solomon's time, vanity meant hevel in Hebrew. And hevel meant vapor or mist. And he's saying life is nothing but vanity. Vanities of vanities. Nothing is new under the sun. The wind blows and returns back. The rivers run into the sea, but yet the sea never gets full. The sun rises and goes back into its place, runs right back to its place. And Solomon's looking at from the earthly point of humans. Because you have to look at the earthly point of humans, because from the earthly point of view, nothing under the sun. Nothing's new under the sun. He's looking at it purely from a human point of view, from the limited angle that humans look at. Sun's looking directly at me. From the human limited point of view, then nothing we do truly lasts. And to be honest, he's right. Right? If you're looking at it from the average human being, he's right. I'm not being nihilistic. I'm being a realist. I'm being real. Humans have a God-shaped void that cannot be filled but God himself. And so, humans, with all the labor that they're trying to do, everything they're trying to do, if you do not have God, if you do not fill that God-shaped void, then everything is vanity. You're trying to grab life, but it's nothing but vapor. Because it's fleeting, it's vanity. And so, Solomon is saying, I've tried everything. I've tried philosophy, I tried women, I tried pleasure, I tried money. And he still comes to the realization that everything is vanity. Everything is fleeting. If you try to grab life, you cannot grab life because it's vanity, it's fleeting, it's vapor, it's mist. And Solomon says an important thing. He says, the more wisdom you gain, the more sorrow you have. And so, Solomon still chooses to have wisdom. He still doesn't choose to be ignorant, because choosing ignorance doesn't make the vapor solid. Doesn't make vanity solid. You cannot grab life. You cannot obtain it without God. If you look at the average man, the man that doesn't have God in their heart, if you look at the average man, everything seems fleeting. Nothing seems fulfilling. That's why when you see all these celebrities, they're dying. And they're taking drugs, and they're trying to fill something. It's because they don't have God in their hearts. It's because everything is vanity to them. Because they have a void that God still needs to go into. Solomon had everything he could have wanted. And he still called everything vanity. Nothing mattered if you didn't have God. Once you start to have God, you start to see things from a different view. You start to feel things instead of think everything is useless. Thinking that life is pointless. Thinking that, the rivers run back into the sea, never gets filled up. The sun rises and it goes back. The wind blows and blows and blows, and yet everything stays the same. Yet we all make money, yet we all do all these things, and then we end up in the ground. Nothing matters. We still end up back in the ground, in the dirt. And this is the average human perspective. But once you have God in your heart, once you feel the God-shaped void in your heart, then your perspective starts to change. Life starts to have meaning. suddenly. And so, to the average human being, everything is vanity, everything is fleeting. But to the person that filled that God-shaped void, everything has meaning and starts to have purpose. And I just want you to ask yourself, am what I'm doing in my daily life and what I'm trying to build in my daily life, is it just vanity? Is it just vapor? Gas I'm trying to grasp, but I can't? Or is it not? Is it building the kingdom of God? Is it something that's eternal? Or is it not? I truly don't want you to be a human building something that never lasts. So don't be a man who tries to build a fortress out of vapor, out of mist, out of gas. Be the man who forges the steel in the fire, whose actions echoes louder than anything under the sun. Things that are eternal, to fill a God-shaped void, to make things eternal, then fleeting, then vanity. And so you have to realize that everything under the sun feels empty until you recognize that it comes from above the sun.